What's up, everybody? Let's see if this is going. Okay. Get Periscope set up here. Then I'll be ready to go. And check Facebook. 1 second. Bear with me. Check. All right, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope at the same time right now. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Alex Bourne, and this is Theory Thursday. I am from Rockwell Guitar School in Shoreview, Minnesota, and every Thursday we talk about music theory. Today we are talking about inverting intervals. This will be a quick one, and it's pretty straightforward. Let me switch to my desktop view here. And here we go. Okay. So it's pretty easy. With the inverting intervals, you basically just need to memorize a couple rules, which are really easy to understand, and then you're good. So here's what we're talking about. Intervals describe the distance between two notes. The notes involved can appear and sound in two ways. C to D or D to C, right? So this close or bring the C up an octave, you get that interval. In other words, any interval can be turned upside down or inverted. This is the inversion of this. Okay, so we have a minor seventh is the inversion of a major second, and vice versa. When an interval is inverted, the note names involved are still the same, and the intervallic relationship follows a pattern. Okay, in the above example, one interval is a major second, the inversion is a minor seventh. Some simple rules for inversion of intervals follow. Basically, take the number 9 and subtract the interval, and you get the number of the inversion. For example, 9 minus 2, like a second, equals a seventh. So that's your inversion. Okay, or 9 minus a seventh equals a second. Okay, really simple, easy way. Now here are the rules. If you invert a major interval, they become a minor interval. If you invert a minor interval, they become major. Okay, so they're inverses. Perfect intervals, when inverted, become perfect. So they continue to be perfect. For example, we got a fifth here, invert it, you got a perfect fourth. That's why they're perfect. Augmented intervals become diminished. Diminished becomes augmented. Double diminished becomes double augmented. And double augmented becomes double diminished. Okay? Pretty easy. In order to correctly produce an inversion of any interval, the bottom pitch must be raised 1 octave, or the top pitch must be lowered 1 octave. The inversion of a perfect unison becomes a perfect octave, and vice versa. Okay, so here we have a perfect unison. Take one of the notes up an octave, becomes an octave. The only exception to all these rules, so all these other examples, the notes change, and with the interval of a tritone, that is an augmented fourth, when you invert it, it becomes it's still a tritone. Okay, like here we got an F and then a B. Invert it, it's still a B and an F. Okay, all right, yeah, just memorize those rules. Remember the subtracting from 9 idea, and those are pretty much the biggest takeaways here. All right, I think we're on homework 14. That was 13. 14. Okay. Complete the following chart of intervals and their inversions diatonic to the key of G. Label the intervals. So basically, they'll give you a G scale, pick out an interval in there, and you have to write the inversion right here in this column. Okay. Personally, I would figure out this interval first, and then figure out the inversion using the 9 minus idea, and then draw the perfect interval in right there. Another thing you could do is you could just bring this top note down an octave and write it out there and figure out what interval it is. Okay, so we got different combinations of notes in the G major scale, and it's your job to figure out the inversions. All right, example 14 continued. More notes out of the G major scale. And that's it. So I told you it was quick. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? Open for questions. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. My name is Alex Bourne. Give us a call at Rockwell Guitar School, 612-568-7433. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Peace.